I'm Jacqueline Boyd, founder of the Care Plan, and I'd like to welcome you back to our channel. Have you ever heard the term elder orphan or solo ager? For those who don't have children or logical caregivers, the aging process can seem particularly daunting. Questions like who will help coordinate care, who will advocate for you, and who will provide comfort and socialization when you need it the most. Today we're going to spend time on 5 tips for solo aging success. If you're a solo ager or if you know someone who is, this video is designed for you. The first tip is to be honest with yourself. It's important to get very clear on what you want the last 10 years of your life to look like. Honesty with yourself is the starting point. Take the time to reflect on your wishes, lessons you've learned, and what's important to you. Be realistic about your health profile, your assets, and future care needs. Make a commitment to yourself to prioritize your aging. We only have one life, and many of us have internalized ageism that pushes these important and valuable years to the side. We just hope for the best instead of planning for the best. So the reality is, for solo agers, there is not a built-in safety net. We're in the position that we have to create it ourselves. So remember, being honest with yourself is the first step. The second step is to plan ahead. I know I sound like a broken record. You've heard me say it before, and I will say it again. Planning ahead is one of the best tactics for aging wellness. It's the only way to keep you in the driver's seat through the entire course of your life. Take a moment to think about how we approach other major life transitions. Going to graduate school, changing jobs, buying a home, having children. Typically, we do a lot of research before any major life transition. We take the time to understand our options, educate ourselves about how to make this investment and improve our lives. The same is true for aging. Here at the Care Plan, we have a life planning process called My Care Map. We work with you to plan from retirement to end of life. We focus on how you would like your care to look: financial, legal considerations, and medical history. If you're interested and don't want to reinvent the wheel yourself, you can always give us a call. So planning ahead is tip number 2. Tip number 3, and I can't overstate this, invest in chosen family and in younger friends. For solo agers, meaningful connections with chosen family cannot be understated. One of the primary concerns for any older adult is isolation. Building a strong network with the people you trust of younger ages is not just good for you emotionally, it helps protect you against some of the pitfalls of aging. Don't hesitate to ask the people you are close to be involved in your health care rather than trying to manage it on your own or pretend like you aren't going to need the support. Our fourth tip is to set realistic financial goals. The vast majority of people underestimate the cost of care, whether we're talking about housing, caregivers, insurance, treatment, hospitalizations, or any of the other costs that arise. These prices are rising exponentially. Here in Illinois, for example, a room in an average nursing home for 1 year costs over $80,000, and that's a shared room. Live-in care for keeping someone at home is now between $200 to $300 a day. Imagine what those costs will be in 10 or 20 years. As a solo ager, you really do yourself a service by planning ahead and making sure that you have the financial stability to achieve your goals. If you anticipate that you will need care, work closely with your financial advisor and stay educated about what your assets and income will afford you. If, on the other hand, you are concerned about not having enough money, as many of us do not, because again, these costs are rising every single year, you still have plenty of options. Medicaid provides opportunities for people to receive care even if they are living below the poverty line. So this is an opportunity to get savvy about Medicaid and figure out what some of your options are. Okay, and now our final tip is to hire an advocate. The way to ensure your quality of life, if chosen family is not able to act as your advocate, power of attorney, or coordinate your care, is to hire a company like the Care Plan. You can interview these companies years ahead of time to see if they meet your criteria and, more importantly, see if it's a good personality fit. When doing your research, we recommend using the Aging Life Care Association because they have a network of advocates across the nation that you can take your time understanding if they're part of a company, how long they've been in business, and make sure that they can meet your specific needs. That's all for today. Hope that you found this information helpful. Thank you so much for subscribing to our channel, and as always, take good care.